Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. Today, this reading is especially for those born on March 12th. It is March 12th, and we are in a very powerful month. And I'm sure many of you Pisces energies feel this because you hold that mystic part of you close. You're a dreamer. You being in the 12th planet, ruled by the 12th planet, Neptune, or the 12th house, rather. There's a lot of, subconsciousness, illusions, delusions, enlightenment. You're a very spiritual being, so there could be some suffering in there too. Birthdays can cause about different emotions to arise. And we have a spirit here with us, the creator. I have archangels, Michael, Raphael, and Mary here with us. And if you would like to call in your ancestors or spirit guides, you can do that at this time. Only those with high, pure frequency vibrations for the highest in all is welcome in this space. So we're going to do a little reading for you, a little special birthday reading to see about your day, maybe your week, your month, perhaps even the rest of your year. If you'd like to set an intention, you may do so. So far, the only things that I've received, well, I've been feeling a little in space, out in preparation for your reading today, and when asking, what guides want the message to be for you. I'm really feeling drawn to a lot of black stones, so black tourmaline and obsidian, and then we have tourmaline mixed with quartz here. So there's a lot of transformation happening at this time, and I think that the black stones are drawn to help not just ground our energy, but to get closer to earth and to help with that dense energy that we really want to release. Also getting cord cutting is coming in. So it's time for you to do some cleansing. Cleansing of your house is in your internal house, your vessel, the body you have. And wisdom is coming into you. So you're getting messages sent to you through spirit, whether it's a bird or an insect or a coin or a feather or something you're finding on the street. Those are all ways that there's also sense. There's all these clairs, clairvoyance, clairsentience, and I'm sure many of you Pisces are familiar with this. But I just wanted to say a little bit about this for those of you who are unfamiliar with it or fairly new to it. There's just something with making sure you have stones and crystals around you that can help you during times when you need it. And now is a good time, especially if you're shedding some skin. So with that being said, we're going to pull from our Serpent Wisdom deck for you to start the reading off. We will get... Okay. No? Okay. Keep going, said. Okay, this one. Okay, so for your significator card, and something that Spirit wants you to focus on is gain sacred knowledge from the serpent's lore. Serpent deities are keepers of sacred knowledge and ancient lore. Their wisdom provides insight with cosmic truths and spiritual practices crucial for personal enlightenment. Okay? So allow yourself to view this card. Allow any feelings to come through. And up here we have fire. So there's again the transformation. Oh, Saint Germain is also with us for cleansing, for that cleansing of denser energy. So if you're feeling weighed down or heavy, you're who I'm speaking to right now. This message is for you, because there's a lot of, again, energy going around. There's cords that are connected to you that could be toxic. Although I did recently learn that you don't just cut toxic cords. You're actually supposed to do cord cutting ceremonies. Or, I don't want to say you're supposed to. Some feel it's best to cut all cords every day. All cords, so that new cords can be developed and formed. So it's really whatever your preference is. If you feel that only toxic cords need to be cut and severed, that's you do what you feel is best for yourself. But there is an energy, there is out there a cord cutting. And also, if you have more information on this, please share in the comments below and let us know what your thoughts are on the cord cutting. Because in the beginning down this path, it was you only cut dense cords or toxic cords. And then as I get down further on the path, the instructions are to cut all cords every day and night, and even the healthy ones or the good ones, so that it allows new energy to flow in, which does make sense. So it's really whatever you're feeling and what your preference is, or what you're guided to do, following your intuition. But I do notice how we have the lotus flower here, the petals of the lotus flower. I mean, lotus flowers grow this beautiful bloom, and from a muddy water that this flower grows in. It's really beautiful to see. So there's something that I'm picking up about balancing your light and dark, and many of you are very well aware of this and doing this at this time. So let's go ahead and get into it. I chose the crow deck because crows are ever present right now, and they have a lot of wisdom. They also send messages. So if you've been seeing crows, this is definitely important and key for you to pay attention to. What do you have for Pisces March 12th? This one. Okay, we have Judgment. Ooh, the Ten of Cups. And Ace of Pentacles. All right. So this definitely solidifies, and that Judgment is the Judgment card 20 is that you are going through, some of you are going through your rebirth phase already. Some are still in the death phase of the death, of dying and letting go. While others are in the rebirth. I mean, and what do we do, you guys? We die, rebirth. We die, then we're reborn. We die, then we're reborn. So another thing about the Judgment card, and what's interesting and what's standing out to me, is that there are cairns here. And these are like, so in Jewish traditions, cairns rocks are placed on graves, not flowers, like we do, like many people do traditionally. And so this is raising up a lot of history too. There's a lot that comes through this card, but this is the death, and then here you are rebirthing into the world. And we have the medical symbol here, the Red Cross. Yeah, Judgment. So what is this you're rebirthing? This is like a whole new era for you. It's kind of like a death and rebirth, an example of that for those of you that aren't familiar with death and rebirth. It can be very well mean exactly what the words are. It can mean death in many ways. It can mean physical death, rebirth. It can mean reincarnation. let's just get that on the table. We know that. But many forms of death and rebirth for us throughout our life is a death of something, of like shedding the skin of what isn't serving us anymore. So what is it that isn't serving you anymore? And you want to let go of it. And so it's a death of losing a part of yourself while creating space to allow new energy to flow in and have a rebirth of something new. I mean, if you've ever quit a job or lost a job, that's a death and rebirth. Bought a new vehicle, that's a death and rebirth. It's of the material world, but it is still a death and rebirth. You've gotten rid of something that you were used to and accustomed to every day, and now you have something else new, and you have to figure out all the bells and whistles on it and how it works. So those are examples for some of you. I was guided to share that with you. But thank you for being patient, experienced ones that know all about this. And look at this. Then you have the beautiful Ten of Cups. And there's something of X marks the spot. Wherever you see an X, if you see an X in any place that you see the X symbol, that is Spirit telling you that you are in the right spot at the right time right now. And you're exactly where you need to be. So it's an affirmation. So keep an eye out for those X's. That also means 10. So 10 could be significant, perhaps month of October, or the 10th day of a particular month speaks volumes for you for something special or monumental that's happened in your life. But this right here, and I do feel that this would be relative to your family, and not necessarily blood family, but your family. Who's your family that you consider and call your family? Your brother, your sister, your mother, your uncle, your father, grandpa. I mean, there's lots of people. Many of us call friends sisters, and they're not our blood sisters, but they're very much a sister to us. They're family. Or brother, we call friends brothers sometimes, because we feel as if they are family to us because of the connection that we have with them. So this is you thoroughly enjoying and just sitting back, not chasing a rainbow. You're sitting back and soaking in this rainbow. And I'm being guided to share that some spirit wants some of you to work on your chakras. Yeah, work on your chakras and start to move that energy in the 7 main ones that most people know about. However, 10, for some of you, if you are working on your chakras and those are in good shape, go to 10 then. Go do the earth one at your feet, and there are 2 or 3 up above your head, maybe even 4. But yeah, do those as well. Like I think you have a star, there's a star chakra, it goes higher. Like I said before, today it's like I'm getting with you guys a little spaciness. And I think that for some of you, that means that you are very familiar with the black tourmaline. You've been using it, maybe even wearing it or holding it in your pocket to absorb that negative energy. Maybe you sit at a desk all day and work at a computer, and that electronic energy, the transmutation of it, has affected you, and you want to have that release and move some energy around. So we need to move some energy around here. You're going to rebirth into this beautiful life, flourishing, full of vibrant flowers, loved ones. This is you and your loved one, and these are your kids, your children, your friends, your family. And there's power in this. There's power, there's beauty, light. It's a balance too. It's a complete balance of grief and of joy in this card. This is like a celebration of it all, of like being grateful to have those deeper moments, being grateful to have the sad times, the emotional uh, roller coasters to help guide you and get you on the path that is meant for you. And then you go right to an Ace of Pentacles. You're a new beginning. Wow. Like, holy cow. You have all of this. I mean, I understand, Pisces. You're you're a very spiritual being, as you are. You were born as a Pisces in the water of emotion. And we have water here and the Judgment card. Um, and we have water with our cups and emotions. So there's a lot of emotion. You are going through a lot of emotions right now. And there are a lot of happy ones and there are a lot of sad ones. And it's at a time when you feel like you just want to focus on the happy and not really, you're done with the sad ones. You're done with with all of the other emotions that are not so bright and beautiful and shine like a sunflower. You're done with those. But Spirit's saying, hang in there, your rebirth is coming, and then you're going to have this beautiful balancing of accepting it all. And this could also imply an ego death. Some of you, if you're going through an ego death, let me know in the comments below. If it, and that is shedding a part of your ego or working on transforming it so that it doesn't control your life and so that you're not constantly living in fear. And then we have this beautiful Ace of Pentacles, a complete new beginning and wealth. This is an abundance of wealth. It is typically related to coins and money. It could also be an abundance of something else coming into your life. It is typically a material item, though, whether it's a home, a vehicle, money, finances are going to work out. It's all new. So this is the reading that I have for you today. Please let me know in the comments below if this resonates, what part resonates for you, where you're at on this journey. And let's just pull one more, because I want to pull another animal in here. Let's pull from the Archangel animal, because we do have quite a few. There we go. Okay. Ant. And on the bottom, we have bat. So the ant is cooperate for the highest good of the community. Call upon Archangel Preminelik. Archangel Preminelik is of the looks after all the insects, the god of insects. The ones, insects, they're battered, beaten, bruised. Many don't like insects and won't even flinch by killing one or 1,000. So, I mean, cooperate for the highest good of the community. You don't want to smash people in the community like you would an insect. And maybe perhaps it's going to take getting closer to insects for you to to gain a deeper insight and respect for those who actually are in your community and want to help you. There's also sacred geometry coming in here. So Archangel Metatron is showing up in this sacred geometry right here. It's going to really help you. And then the bat, see through illusion into truth. Archangel Dorinka, call upon Archangel Dorinka. Something is significant's going to happen to you at the full moon at the end of this month. And it's going to be a super moon. It's going to be a super red moon, blood moon. It's going to be very, very much energetic. It's already happening. You may already be feeling it, Pisces, because you're very in tune when it comes to spirituality. But see through illusion into truth. This one's really big for you. I am going to take it because, you are all about illusions, right? I mean, all of us, every human has these illusions, creates it in their minds, and then lives that story out. It's what we call it, a story. Your story, you already wrote your story, but you can change that story. And you can move out of the illusions and actually see people for who they are. Listen to their words for what they say. Keep your emotions and keep your emotions out of it, and allow them to express themselves in the way that they feel that they want to express themselves. You know, like that's one of the best qualities a person can hold, is to just listen actively. And if the other person wants your advice, to just communicate that you have some advice if they'd like to hear it, but that you are just going to actively listen to them, because sometimes that's all people really need. They just want to hear. They just want to voice and express what they're feeling. And once they voice it out and express it out, it's a way of purging. Purging is really big right now. It's the whole cleansing of our bodies, our minds, our souls, our spirit, our vessels, everything around us, our homes, everything. And with spring coming now in northern hemisphere, it's it's definitely a beautiful time to do that, because the weather is getting a little warmer. We're about to be able to step out into the grass and barefoot and feel Mother Gaia, feel earth energy on a deep level. So, yeah, see through illusion into truth, and perhaps if you're capable and able to, do a full moon ceremony, whether it's for yourself, with yourself, or a group of friends. You could even plan it for your birthday if you can't really celebrate your birthday today with your loved ones or with friends. Or if you're like me and you like to have the time to yourself solo to get in tune with yourself, and then celebrate your birthday with other family or friends on another date, do that. Have a full moon ceremony, and have a bonfire. Write letters to yourself, write letters to people that you'll never see again, but you want to get out all that energy and let it go of whatever you've been holding on to, something that if you have a grudge, or if you have that funky, bad funk in your body that you don't want to hold anymore, that it's not serving you, it's not helping you. It's time, let that go. Call upon the serpent's sacred knowledge to help you. It is the year of the snake, and it's a wonderful time for us to get in tune with snakes. So yeah, that's the message I have for you. And let me know if this resonates. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I do daily readings every day, short ones even, where I'll do an angel number, an angel card, an animal spirit, and I'll read a little excerpt from my affirmations for the inner child, because so many are starting to work on their inner child and connect to spirit and to themselves. And that's really the first step that we take, is like, that's kind of the path. Everybody is on their own spiritual journey. Everybody goes on the path that is meant for just them. However, the very first almost initiation process that the majority, in my personal opinion, that I feel that we go through, it's actually not just my personal opinion, Spirit's definitely shared with me, that connecting with your inner child is one of the first steps. It's one of the first steps that you take in order to start to have the transformation for yourself, because your inner child's hiding right now if you've not been in tune with her or him. And they hide because of all of the suppressed feelings that are in there from childhood. And it's time to free that, let that go, let it out. And so I really recommend you checking out one of those other ones. I do pull an oracle card with at the end of that little reading, but it's a daily reading I do, and it's for so many. I started doing that because of many friends that were reaching out and that were talking about, that were trying to get, that realize that they don't know what they need, and the inner child is the first step, or they want to get closer to their inner child and they reach out. And so I just, it's something to help all of us in this very, very powerful, fast moving, transformative time and space. So enjoy this month. In a couple days, we have our eclipse happening. So be ready for the lunar eclipse. It's coming. and maybe hold some space for yourself at that time. If you're not sticking with your journaling or meditating, I do encourage doing that, and also keep your eyes out for angelic messages from your own guides, okay? This is Cosmic Cat. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And let me know where you're at in this cycle, please. I want to know. I'm interested and curious if you're at the Ten of Cups phase, if you're at this new, fresh beginning of where you feel a lot lighter, you've released a lot, you've already worked through a lot of funk and gunk, and now you're feeling a lot more open and better and have more energy. And what does this mean to you? Because for some of you, this is about your living, where you live, people around you. Do you know your neighbors? Are you familiar and in tune with your community? Do you volunteer? Is there something that you work with others in your community on? And how is that working for you? How can you um, cooperate for the highest good of the community? Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm really going this time. Cosmic Cat signing off. Meow.